Early morning light spreads across the savannah. A thin, dust-coated lion stands beside his pride, a lioness and two cubs. Their ribs show faintly beneath their golden fur. The cubs whimper and nudge their mother. The lion, larger than the others, his mane dark and unkempt, watches them with deep concern. Hunger has drained his strength, but duty forces him to rise. He steps away from the pride. Not long after the lion leaves, 3 hunters appear from the thickness of the bush. They are heavily built men, their faces painted with charcoal streaks. Each carries a rusted hunting rifle and a curved dagger strapped to their side. Their leader, a muscular man with a stern jaw and a scar across his brow, raises his fist to halt the others. Their steps are slow and deliberate. The leader uses silent hand signals. The lioness senses danger. She lifts her head sharply, ears twitching. She pushes the cubs behind her and bares her teeth in warning. The hunters continue closing in. The first hunter steps on a brittle branch, crack. The lioness reacts instantly. She launches forward with explosive force. Her claws rake across one hunter's arm, tearing skin and muscle. He screams and stumbles backward, dropping his rifle. But the hunters fire. Gunshots tear through the quiet morning. The lioness fights ferociously, but the leader fires a close shot into her side. She collapses momentarily. The cubs, terrified, try to run. One hunter chases them down. The hunters lift the dead lioness and her two cubs. They begin the long walk back toward their village. Far away, the lion stalks through dense bushland. A large bush rabbit, unaware of danger, nibbles on leaves ahead. The lion's eyes narrow. He positions his paws silently, then leaps. The rabbit bolts and kicks wildly, but the lion's jaws clamp down with deadly precision. When he reaches the clearing where his pride should be, he drops the rabbit. His breath stops. Blood stains the ground, smeared and scattered. He lowers his head, sniffing, and instantly recognizes the scent, his lioness, and his cubs. His body trembles. His chest tightens. The lion throws his head back and releases a deep, agonizing roar, a cry that echoes across the savannah. Then he sprints forward, following the trail left by the hunters. Meanwhile, the hunters arrive at their village, a small settlement of mud huts, smoke, and dusty pathways. Women gather around them, chanting with joy. Children run excitedly, pointing at the dead lioness and cubs. A large fire is built. The bodies are placed above the flames. The lion reaches the hill overlooking the village just as the people are eating. He sees the roasted bodies of his pride. A thunderous roar erupts from his throat. The celebration freezes. The lion charges with earth-shaking speed. A man raises his spear, but the lion crashes into him with full force. Men shout orders, forming a loose circle around the beast. Tearing through the circle, he swipes one man's legs out from under him. By the end, over 20 men lie dead, bodies scattered, weapons broken, cries echoing through the village. Only the women and children remain, huddled together, trembling. The lion stands before them, panting heavily. His body shakes with rage and exhaustion. Blood drips from multiple wounds. He steps closer to the terrified group. The women shield their children, eyes squeezed shut, waiting for death. Then he turns away, limping slowly out of the village and back toward the wilderness, leaving the surviving villagers in absolute shock. Behind him, the women rush to the bodies of their fallen men, crying and wailing in devastation. The lion reaches the clearing where his pride once lived. He walks to the blood-stained earth and collapses onto his stomach. He gazes at the empty space where his lioness once lay, nudges the dried patches of blood with his nose, and lets out a deep, sorrowful cry.